I'd just like to make this ahead of time in advance that May 26th, 2026, I will not be on for Radio Sentai Castranger because that is when Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie, comes out. So I will not be here.
You bitch.
Yeah, no, Star Wars always takes precedence over fucking Castranger. I'm sorry.
Man, if only we lived in a society where movies aired more than one day in a row. But we don't, so I can't do anything about it.
No, because I don't want to get spoiled. The longer I wait, the more I'll get spoiled.
So don't go on Twitter for one day!
With me, that's impossible, dude. especially with this weekend, because Star Wars Celebration's going on, so I'm on Twitter constantly to get updated Star Wars news. Hell, I'm on Twitter right now as we're recording this.
I can't say I fault you, because I'm not going to be playing Switch 2 the day it comes out, despite the fact that I will probably have one if pre-order goes well, because I have to instead that day focus hard on playing Deltarune because I don't want to get spoiled for that.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, how are you going to get your Switch 2 then?
I'll have it shipped to me.
Oh.
Yep. The power of Amazon. It's a great thing.
I forgot we live in a society where you can literally have game consoles be brought to your front doorstep.
You can also download games directly onto your console. It's great.
You can also cue the roll call!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Showrunning super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster, Ultraguard.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 531.
It's the XP Pokemon.
I don't know.
It's so appropriate that it's episode Audino because I tried very hard to make sure this episode's audio is good because last week's not as super great.
Audino.
Sorry, not sorry. Oh, no. Wait, no. Yeah, no, I am sorry because I didn't realize my mic settings reset when I replugged in my microphone.
And it was also my fault for not checking.
Yes.
Even though we literally do audio tests every week, and I just didn't pay as much attention.
To be fair, there were 7 of us here last week.
Yeah, also that. I'm low-key happy to, for once, not have anyone else here in the room with me for this episode, because this means I get to not share the microphone.
Oh no, I always say, like, sometimes it's nice once in a while to just kind of have, like, a small group of people.
Oh, you mean how, like, we do Ultra Ranger?
Exactly.
It's a time for a good old classic Joel, Phil, and Ellie adventure.
But I also like the chaos of Ultra Galaxy Chat because we have very passionate group of people for Ultra Galaxy Chat, and it gets heated sometimes, and I love it.
I will show you an episode of Ultra Galaxy Chat sometimes where 2 of our members, they're also here, they're also Cast Rangers, they get into a massive argument.
Blaze, Vegas.
It's literally a firefight.
Getting called out in the chat.
That's slander. Decker.
Is it slander if there's recorded proof that it happened?
Is this a ram?
That's a bit that happened before we started.
That's Kamen Rider Valvorad there, the purple one, and that's Ram, the one down there. It's the pudding guy.
It looks like a picture book. Where it's like, instead of having the word, it's like the picture.
Anyway, I'm going to be the realest I've ever been when I say that if you're listening for the first time, thank you for tuning in. We're a bunch of very delusional 30-somethings who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing.
Excuse me, sir. I'm 28.
Close enough.
But you're basically living like someone in the 30s.
That is true. My coworker called me out for being like an old person at heart.
One of my Gen Z coworkers said like, Lane, you're almost 40, and I'm like, don't remind me.
Yeah, but then that year you get to make that reference. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I killed 50 man.
I'm gonna be like Jim Carrey and be like, I'm 60.
This was not a prompt for everyone to immediately dox how old they are in the fucking chat, by the way, since that's apparently where the Discord chat is going.
Oh no, I'm not the youngest. Gar is.
No.
Gar's a baby.
Lane's the youngest at heart.
I'm the youngest mentally.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah,
No, I'm a man-child.
You know what? No, that's fair. That's fair. I will fully
I didn't
admit to that.
disagree.
I take responsibilities for my problems.
Anyways, so yes, our topics for this week's discussion are Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 30, Gozyuger, episode 8, and for week 3 of Akiba April, it's episode 7, 8, and 9 of Hikonin Sentai Akibaranger.
I really like this show, but sometimes the week, like this week, has felt like a month.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man.
I gotta say, like, Akiba Ranger episodes do not feel 20 minutes.
I was gonna say, it felt like these episodes went on forever, but in a good way.
I finished off all 3 episodes, and I was just like, that was only an hour? No, it felt like 2 hours.
No lie. Lay and I were here like an hour early, just chit chatting about Star Wars, and I had Akiba Ranger on in the background because I've seen these episodes enough times, so I just have it on in the background just to refresh myself. And when it got to the last episode, it finally gets to the bumper, and I'm like, I'm only halfway through this episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I even skipped the opening. Like, the opening's good, but just like sometimes it's like, it's the 3rd week.
I never skip the opening unless Cell tells me to, because he's always in a hurry to watch episodes, because this is one song I will never get sick of. The Akiba Ranger opening is a banger and a half that I will jam out to every time without fail.
Oh no, I never skip the Akiba Ranger opening ever.
Ultimate debate though. Which season had the better opening?
I don't even remember the second season's opening.
I have not heard the season 2 one in so long.
Yeah.
It's the only one you can find in full on YouTube.
I'm excited to talk about season 2 because I only finished half of that series. I only got the first half. I've never actually seen all of season 2.
Which for season 2 we might do another theme month, but that might be like a year after this, like 2027.
Akiba April 2.
Or we might just have it on in the background. Like once in a while we'll do, hey, more episodes of Akiba Ranger.
Oh, you know what would have been sweet for the bumper? If we just like found the voice at like the singer of Akiba Ranger and we just started to do Akiba April. Yen, 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 yen. That'd be great. I would love that. Anyway, so first we got some news. Short news.
Yeah, it's a short week, but that's fine.
News mode.
First up, we have the teaser, trailer, and release dates for the Gavv and Gozyuger summer movies.
Okay, typical yearly thing of we got a Rider movie and a Sentai movie. Yes.
Yeah, typical thing where everyone's like, "Is this a crossover?"
No, they just air back to back.
Yeah, that. You know what I just realized this week? Because like Gar, like someone mentioned it. We didn't get a Gozyuger Gavv crossover.
Oh, it's because of the production. Like since Gavv was done way ahead of time, just Gozyuger was essentially just done.
Yeah, no, Decker, I'm sad for you. I like as much as I don't like Gozyuger, like I'm surprised we didn't get a Gozyuger Gavv movie.
Crossover movies in general have just been kind of nebulous ever since, for the last. Like since COVID, honestly.
Yeah, Neo Heisei just did it so much better.
I think it's just also just we can put the money into the show.
Yeah.
Instead of like
give my son and my dog a movie.
I'm just picturing this like Shoma's just like, oh man, I'm so hungry. Oh, how about we stop over here? And it's like Honto's like mother's place. And that's where they go to eat, and then they find. Oh, he accidentally eats a Kemi card or something, and we get a Gochiso Kemi.
We need to meet Hotaro's dad.
Yeah, that never got resolved.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Yeah. Anyway, so no significant details yet. Just pretty much just confirming that they're going to air July 25th.
I'm upset because I'm going to Japan next year in July to celebrate Ultraman's 60th anniversary. but I won't be there to watch the summer movies.
Tara Z says, like Ash's dad, he won't show up. Does that also mean that Hotaru's mom fucked Akemi?
I mean, Ash does have his stepdad, Mr. Mime.
You know which one I mean.
Hotaru's pregnant?
It's Zukumpire, obviously.
Oh, Zukumpire. Yeah. Zukun.
Several people are typing. All right, moving on. We have the official images of the gimmick item for Gavv's final forms, the Gochi Pod.
I've been seeing some speculating that apparently people are saying that like this just might be the super form, and I'm just sitting here going, no, Blizzard Sorbet's the super form. This is the final form.
I'm sorry, but since when did the community just lose a few brain cells?
Yeah, no, because like I have seen that sometimes we've gotten final forms like in like the mid 30s. So that's understandable.
That was back in the days of shows like Kiva.
Yeah, no, but like I'm always like when I'm watching a Rider series, I'm counting like how many forms he has, and like because like Build introduced the Berserk form, so like that's always the thing now usually. So, but yeah, no, when I saw Blizzard Sorbet, I'm like, okay, this is the super form, and then we saw this, and I was like, okay, it's the final form.
It's not just about timing; it's about narrative significance as well.
That too, yeah.
Also, just to clue in with the Kiva thing, the reason they did that is because the chain on the Kiva suit was real chain.
Yeah.
That suit got heavy, so it's like, you know what? The sooner we can release the final form where we don't have all that chain, the better.
The sooner we can break the chain.
So I love
The opening theme was a hint all along.
I love his gimmick for the final form is literally like, okay, hear me out on this.
It's literally a bag of snacks.
No, like you go to like your grandparents' house and like you go into their living room and you see they have this glass jar and it's just filled with like mixed candy. That's what this
love
is.
Candy.
It's a candy dish, Ned. $90.
Lane, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's just like this toy. Like, oh my god, if Decker could like take like the old lady holding the candy dish, like from The Simpsons, just with this gimmick. No, it's the final form, Ned. $90.
Just the fucking standby chime. Table 5, table 5.
Oh, so you can like obviously use it in like the Rapstem gear or like the Valmuster. No, just the Gavv. $90.
Now I want to edit that as a thumbnail.
Right? Just the Gavv. $90.
Ichi, just put a note in your notes of like when we get to the final form debut. That's what it needs to be the thumbnail for.
I'll just make that the thumbnail now, or at least put it somewhere in the corner. Just a shot of the woman with the Gochi Pod.
So it's cool. I like it says master upside down.
Yeah.
The other side that says over.
Yeah. The one form is over and the other is master. So apparently the forms are called Kamen Rider Gavv Over Mode and Master Mode.
No, Seven, that poor stomach mouth couldn't shut properly with Blizzard Sorbet because you're literally shoving an ice cream cone in its mouth.
Are we like 100% sure on which name is which? Because the fact that over is over the orange part and master is over the purple part leads me to believe that over is the orange one and master is the purple one, but I've been told they're the opposite.
I think master might be the purple one.
Yeah, Master Gavv has to be the purple one.
That's what I thought, but last week I was told the opposite.
You know, like I could see master being the purple one because it's like, you know, I am the master of my own fate. I'm the master of like my destiny. Therefore, I am the master of this Gochizo.
Okay, Decker in the chat is saying over is orange. Good, because
I like that too.
If the O form isn't over for orange, that would bug me a lot.
Yeah.
Orange is over as in over as in I am overfilling my guts. Please release me.
I overfed these men.
I overfed my Gochizo, twist it around and vomit it.
It dumps out.
Oh yeah, I just realized literally like you put this Gochizo in and you open it, the mouth has to like stay open the whole time.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
regardless of which form you use, it like pops open and there's like a little monster face and claws on the parts that pop open.
Literally, Blizzard Sorbet was you just shoving an ice cream cone in the Gavv, and it's like able to close, but it can't chew it. And this is literally like the equivalent of like stuffing your mouth full of candy.
You know what this
and,
is?
Like, you can't close your mouth because someone's gonna get lockjaw. That's so true.
This is the power of Cornholio. Just stuffing candy down his craw endlessly.
Oh my god.
Cell phone, I watched that movie last week. I am the great Gavv. You will bow down to my Gozyuger.
All I know from that movie is just no.
Do you have gummy? Gummy for my Gavv?
Oh my god.
I am so not sorry.
That show was so close to being a crossover with King of the Hill.
There was a show? I'm kidding. I just never watched it. I've only seen the movies.
Supposedly King of the Hill's coming to Fortnite this summer. So
what the
hey man, we got yes!
There it is, Digger! That's exactly what I was imagining.
Yes. No, just the Gavv, $90.
Someone else in the Discord is like, Ichi, please talk about your Gavv hole more.
No.
I think I've done that a significant amount. Or a sufficient amount.
No.
All I know is I feel sorry for the kid that has to wear this. Like, Mommy, my stomach hurts. Why? Because the top part of my Gavv's, hitting me right in my stomach.
So yeah, you can swap forms literally just by rotating the Gochi pod while it's already in the belt.
Cool.
It's like a ride watch.
Which means we're probably going to see shots of him like switching back and forth between these two forms.
I would love if you can like shake it and it makes like a rattling sound, like it's just like a bunch of candy.
You shake it like a full bottle?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It just makes like a candy rattling sound. That'd be cool.
But yeah, so we talked about, we haven't seen like the full suits of these two forms yet, but from the previews we've seen, it looks like the over mode has like the punching and kicking, like thick limbs on.
You're right, Seven. It is like a revolve on from Geats.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Ichi hated that. Well, you didn't hate the revolve on, you just didn't like the process.
It was hit and miss. There were good and bad examples.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone looking to buy the toy version of the Gochi Pod, it is 4620 yen and releasing April 26th.
$50.
Amazon Japan, $50. Next, in more Gojizo related news, we have the next set of talking ones, and it's the Evil Trio.
Ooh.
So we have Oshabari versions of Sparkin' Gummy, Break Cookie, and Chokehold.
I've seen some people actually complain about these.
Why?
Just the fact of, like, it's not even just that the premium Bandai. They just don't like the whole talking thing in general because, like, for some people, they just want to buy the toy. They don't like how they're reselling it and it has like the actor's voice in it. It's like,
okay, well those people can just buy the normal versions then.
Yeah, like that's just it. Like,
no, but I like these ones because they're slightly bigger, so they're kind of more like show accurate. So I actually like that.
Plus, they make Pokemon noises.
I want to get my hands on the Chocodan set. So someday.
Yeah. So we've talked about these before and how they're different from the normal ones, so I won't go into all the details for a third plus time. But if you want this set, it's Premium Bandai Web Exclusive 53.90 yen, releasing in September.
Woohoo.
Very cool. And our last news story is something very interesting. Not Toku exactly, but pretty Toku adjacent. There's going to be a new Batman comic with a tokusatsu-inspired suit design.
Yeah, I can see it. It's definitely like a Toku helmet. That's cool.
Yeah, DC Elseworlds releases Immortal Legend Batman, written by Radiant Black creator himself, Kyle Higgins.
I wonder if he does a roll call. Just poses like that.
Ambassador of Hell, Batman.
The 6-issue limited series, so it's only going to be 6 issues. That's it.
Does he have a bat sword? I can only fucking hope.
It'll be written by Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom from. Oh, what? Guess this explains why we're not getting more. But no, it's not the reason why we're not getting more Marvel Ultraman comics.
Oh, is that Robin?
Yeah, that's Robin.
That's a cool Robin suit.
Those are sick.
The art is done by Dan Mora.
Yo, look at Robin looks sick.
And Erica Durso.
Oh, from Inferno Girl Red. That's a good book too.
Oh, and is that Nightwing? Oh, that is Nightwing.
Yeah, that's.
Wow, that's a sick Nightwing suit. Yeah, these are great.
For a second, I thought that was some sort of like cast-off mode.
No, like.
Yeah, that's Nightwing.
Oh, Nightwing is like Kyle Higgins' baby.
Oh.
He loves Nightwing to the point where he has Nightwing's voice actor in his No One series and in the Radiant Black audio drama coming out.
Cool.
The series promises to combine the best elements of superhero storytelling with elements of tokusatsu.
We're going to see Batman do a rider kick, and it's going to be sick.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
If it's only 6 issues, should I buy it?
Yeah,
sure.
Issue by issue, or should I wait for the trade?
Just see where you are at the time when it comes out and see if you're interested enough.
You know what?
How worried are you about getting spoiled?
Oh, like, you know what? I'll buy the first issue digitally when it comes out. If I like it, I'll keep reading it digitally. If not, I'll just wait for the trade.
All right, so let's look over the story summary here. Taking place many centuries from now, so Batman Beyond, kinda. Humanity has become a galactic civilization with capital megacities on multiple planets and smaller outposts on dozens more. To conquer the vast distances between solar systems, humanity tapped into dark matter to bend space-time around spacecraft, from hulking colony vessels to one-man mech suits. In accessing this dark power, humanity broke the barrier between their universe and their universe's shadow. This resulted in the creation of shadows, mindless, soulless apparitions craving nothing but violence and destruction. Due to the actions of these shadow creatures, newly colonized worlds were brought to the brink of collapse. But 3 warriors found a way to access the energy that bound their universe to the Shadow Universe, becoming Immortal Legends. Immortal Legend Batman, Immortal Legend Robin, and Immortal Legend Nightwing. That fucking sounds awesome.
Hell yeah.
You see why I love Kyle Higgins?
I certainly do.
It's Higgins.
Tattoo!
Tattoo?
So issue 1 of Immortal Legend Batman will be available on comic book store shelves and digital formats August 27th.
August 27th. Let's see, 6 issues. So that's August, September, October, November, December, January. So we might not get a trade until April.
I like that they came up with their own like version of a Kamen Rider title, Immortal Legend. I don't know if that's specifically what I would have used, but the fact that they came up with a title is already a good sign. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. And that is the news.
Gab time. So this is a fun episode.
I love what I don't know if there's like a name for it, but I'm going, until they tell us what it's called, I'm going to describe it as the Granute White House. It's a fucking glorious castle, and I love it.
Well, I like the episode because I like that it was them trying to find this Granute, and they're just going through they're all using their skills to find this Granute, and then they end up finding him, and it was great.
It felt more Sentai than Rider.
I just love that apparently this dude has an actual job running a fucking bathhouse, and that's where they find him.
Or hear me out on this. He killed the actual owner and took over.
Very possible as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was creative thinking. It's you gotta think. You gotta think like an athlete. So you just want hey bro, let's go get some drinks. Something like that.
We were talking earlier about how crossovers specials aren't quite as prevalent. Part of me was wishing, as the Discord is already saying, part of me was wishing that the bathhouse they went to was Happy Spa from Revice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would have been so happy, but let's all face it. We all know that was a set.
Yeah.
That set's been torn down. It would have been nice if it was like the outside location.
I saw some neat art on Twitter, I think, or just some social platform of like what would have happened if they'd all met up and like had a bath together in the Happy Spa. And then it's just Rakia in his monster form hiding in the water.
Just you're not afraid? No, man, we've dealt with demons. What?
So yeah, we have this opening scene at the Granute White House where the president proceeds to meet with the owner of another Granute company of some sort, and then proceeds to get him addicted to crack.
Yeah, so from what I noticed was I guess they've just been selling dark candy to like the lower part of the population, like the lower class people.
Yeah.
And now like he's introducing the dark candy to like the upper class people, and like he's like, this is where we're really gonna make money because the rich people are gonna want to get their hands on this shit.
Yeah.
So I see what you're doing, President Granute. I'm on you.
Yeah. And yeah, Longo is now effectively on a leash now, and it's so hilarious that they walk in and go, okay, so we own the company now, and you, Longo, are now in charge of acquisition. So this is the writers addressing our immediate, or our ongoing problem with Longo in that he hasn't fucking done anything.
Oh, there, now he has a title.
Now he has to go out and do things.
Yeah, no, that was the best thing when like Jeep comes in and he's just like saying how he's like running the stomach company or whatever like that, and he like goes over to Longo and he's just like, you're the head of like stock like distribution or something, and he's just like
yeah, as the Discord's saying, Jeep walked in and made Longo do his old job.
I don't know why, Elaine, when you said that, my brain immediately went to the Dingles thing. You're going to be bagging my groceries while I'm going to be a top programmer.
It's so unfortunate that my parents named me Dinkles. I'm already nerdy.
Where's your dark candy, Granute? It's in your Gavv. Also, so as we saw in previous episodes, Jeep got Cheetah's human thing,
mimic
device fixed, and now we know why, because he transforms into her human form, and I'm sitting there like, oh no,
I called it. Jeep is now pretending to be Cheetah just to see her.
I get you miss your sister, dude, but like,
I am the Batman.
Don't do that.
And yes, weirdly, his wife is into it.
Yeah.
Does that mean Lizelle is bisexual? I guess.
Is this what you wanted to? That's okay.
This brings whole new meaning to the idea of married roleplay.
I was thinking of that scene from Endgame where just like Rocket's like talking to Ant-Man and he's just like, you want to go to space, puppy?
I see that and now my brain just goes to Batman Forever. Just, I am the Batman.
Yes, Ataro points out they actually changed Jeep's surname in the intro. It is now Zeludacs.
Wow.
I remember that's a thing in Japan. Like it males changed their surname in Japan. I remember first discovering that was a thing in Sailor Moon.
That's cool.
Because Rini's Japanese name, her last name is Sailor Moon's last name, not Darian's.
Oh. So yeah, so the daughter like goes to visit her like the president dad, and she's like, hi daddy, look at all this stuff junk I found from the cute stuff I found from the human world. And he's just like, that's great. Do you have to
throw this like crap out?
No, yeah, like later he gets in the coat, but he's like looks at her and he's just like, do you have to look like that while you're talking to me? And she's like, I like it.
It's almost like they're making fun of the fact that we've been pointing out, like, why are they in human form when it's just them in a meeting?
Yeah, no, and then, like, she leaves with all the stuff, and he's just sitting there just being like, it's just for now, she'll get over it eventually.
It's just a phase.
It's a phase.
Get rid of this human crap.
Yeah, that was funny.
Kaguya in the voice chat wanted to bring this up to you, Ichi. Apparently, it is not a Japan only thing. It's just that Asians have the concept
it's whoever's family's more influential.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. He is
Although
never getting a human.
That makes me wonder about the Sailor Moon situation, though, because, like, Usagi's family seems pretty low-key.
I mean, she was princess of the fucking moon. That's kind of a big deal.
Normal society doesn't know that.
Darien came from nothing.
He was the prince of the earth.
Prince of the earth. No, I don't know.
Well, the moon. We need the moon for the earth.
Anyway.
The moon haunts you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was some sort of reference or something, but I noticed that, like, when we see the candy shop owner, we see him briefly talk to his son, who is named Ichigo. Was that a nod to Kamen Rider Ichigo in some way?
Well, no, I think it's just it's a common name.
Could be a common name.
And it certainly is a common name. Got him.
Yeah, you know what? It was weird. Like it made it seem like the way he responded when like Shoma showed like the picture. It made it seem like he was actually like hiding the dude in the store.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of like, huh? And then he like walks over to his family. He's just like, "It's okay, Ichigo. Everything's you'll be fine." I'm like, "Oh."
They're teasing that might be Shoma's extended family.
Oh.
Because they're showing up in the next episode too.
Interesting.
Oh.
Also, one last thing about the opening scene at the White House. I love that, like, the president is like, "I'm gonna tell you something, and I want you to keep this just between us. I'm in with the police." Meanwhile, he's got his two mooks standing around him. I'm like, clearly you don't care about security with them around.
All their drones.
They could be mindless drones.
But yeah, I like how their first idea is like, okay, go to the basketball, like the place where we first found him, where it was at the basketball game, and like they're like, "Oh no, why would he we scared him away from here? Why would he show up here?" And then like Honto clicks in, just being like, "Well, like let's pretend like we're like basketball players. Oh man, it's so." The game wiped me. Oh, I need a drink. And then like they figure out like places basketball players would like go to after a game.
Fram's just like, "Why are we walking so much? Just shut up, man."
Welcome to legwork.
Shut up and eat your rock.
It's just like, "Oh, bathhouse." It's like, what's a bathhouse? Oh, it's where people go bathe together. I'm just thinking like,
gross.
You know what? That does, like, I get it. It's a cultural thing. I would personally just feel very uncomfortable doing it.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of people would be probably going to Japan. But there is, I know a lot of people who've gone to Japan before, and they say that there are like places you can go to where you can just bathe by yourself. So it's like no problem.
I would really fucking love to find a place like that here in Toronto, but so far I haven't found it.
Well, that's why you have to make it, Ichi. Come on.
Isn't he a jellyfish? Yes, he is a jellyfish. So, that water.
If he hopped in the water, that might be a problem.
But yeah, I love how Shoma gets a little too excited to be like, "You can bathe with other people? That sounds amazing."
Yeah, look at that castle. That's fucking glorious.
That's a fucking Disney castle. Come on.
You see Xehanort walking out.
Yeah, no, that's a castle from like a Zelda game. That's like final boss castle.
I said Xehanort, not Ganondorf.
I know.
I'm trying to remember the name of that final world from KH3.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the world that never was.
No, the one from 3.
Oh, I remember.
Rocky is just like, "I don't think Shoma and I can go in there." Oh, right, because we have things on our stomach.
Oh, yeah, that would also be a thing.
They got gabs.
How nonchalant the owner was. "Hey, 500 yen. Keep your shit. Keep your shoes out here."
And he looks up at him and he's like, "Ah!"
Camera pan left. Fuck! Scala ad Calum, that was the name. Thank you, Eitaro. Yeah, this castle looks like it's straight out of Scala ad Calum. So yeah,
no doctors, no hospitals, no bathhouse.
They finally find Captain Monkey running the bathhouse and chase him out. Meanwhile, Sachika and Rakia go to work, like, while Honto and Shoma fight the monster. Rakia starts like actually using his brain, like show me somewhere customers wouldn't go, and they find the suitcase full of all the human captives.
Yeah, and
Rakia and Sachika are really like fitting into the team well as of this episode, I think.
I ship them.
Yeah. And they had good timing too, because one of the mooks was literally showing up to collect them.
Oh yeah, Sachika finally meets a mook, and she's like, but that's not a Gochizo.
That's a no-chizo!
Well, no, it's super great how, like, totally okay Sachika is with, like, all this stuff going on. She's just like, no, I love it. I want to do anything I can do to help. And I'm like, you're awesome, Sachika.
And like,
so she's essentially the April O'Neil of the group.
I'm actually impressed how much she's actually helping. Not to be that guy, but there's been so many like female protagonists in previous toku shows who have been largely ineffective. Sachika is defying the trope.
Oh yeah, no, Sachika's been great since day one.
Yeah.
Is it sad to say that it might be because she's an adult?
That might be a factor.
Like,
she is an adult.
She's an adult woman, so it's like
with her own business.
She runs her own business. She works. She's very motherly to them all.
She is very motherly.
And like, she's not like, oh, I'm so confused, but like, you tell her what's going on, she's like, okay, understood. Yeah.
So yes, we get Gavv and Valen fighting the monster, and I guess Hanto really doesn't care about not using the Suga legacy that he was given, because he does start the battle in Chokodon form.
Monsieur, I'm horny, Monsieur.
What the fuck? Was that in the episode?
Yeah, I guess it was in the TVD on sub.
I don't remember that, and I just watched the episode.
What the hell?
Yeah, so we get some pretty interesting shots. There's this one where Gavv just like rides a barrel in a comic manner, and then we get this very cool bit where Zaku Chips does some swordplay tricks that are very fun, and then Valen literally like hops up flying shit to get up to the upper platform.
Also, we get a really cool shot that I loved seeing where we see Valen in his Chokodon form put on the Vram belt to transform into Frap custom.
Okay. Normally, this sort of thing I would complain about because it is similar to when Baron switched belts in Gaim.
Baron belt swap, yep.
But I'm going to give this one a pass because it did not involve him removing a driver to switch belts.
Yeah,
that's fair because his changer is the blaster.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. So that means this is a fucking Zangetsu Shin situation, because I will always die on my hill about this, but I always consider Zangetsu and Zangetsu Shin to be two completely separate Kamen Riders.
They are.
So yeah. So technically then Kamen Rider Valen Frappe Custom is a separate rider.
It is actually a separate power set, but they're just using the same name instead of calling him Valen Shin or whatever.
That's right, Decker. There can be two Valens. Damn right.
God knows there's hundreds of riot troopers.
Exactly. Yeah, anyone who's like, oh, Zangetsu Shin is the same. Zangetsu Shin's an upgrade for him. Like, no.
One thing that I saw someone point out about the episode that was fun was after they switched to Sorbet and Frappe, the monster was like, I'll sue you! Immediately followed by Gavv charging his belt. So you hear the belt going, charge me! Charge me!
Yeah. Charge me! Charge me!
I'll sue you! Charge me!
Kamen Rider Valen and Valentine. There you go.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been actually really interesting.
Fully lean into it now that like they're becoming closer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because he tried to go with Valentine. He's just like, no, that's too stupid and obvious.
Stupid. No one will like that.
Stupid.
Yeah, so they finish off the monster with a very cool double Hisatsu.
Oh yeah, no, the fight was great, and then Ram's fighting like one of Longo's minions, and he like shoots like invisible arrows, and like
the invisible arrows were great.
Oh, it's cool. Look at these two guys. They're such besties.
It's so nice to see our boys bonding after committing murder.
Hey man, like they like they're weaker apart, stronger together.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Really
they're both ice themed forms, and they're standing very close to a fire.
Honestly, like in recent years, I don't think I've ever seen two, like a primary and secondary rider, like team up so well than these two.
I think
like,
a very close second, I think, would be Build and Cross.
Yeah. But like, oh, these two, like Gav and Valen, they're just such a great team.
Yeah. So it looks like next week's episode is focused on Valen and Vram arguing somewhat.
Well, yeah, because they don't like each other. Because Honto at one point he like complains to Vram about like Rakia, like, oh, why are you always like lying down everywhere? I'm like, hey, man wants to nap. He can nap wherever the fuck he wants. My god,
we've established this. Vram has high strength but low constitution.
Why is he dragging Valen in that shot? What the hell?
Because their hands are stuck. No, their hands are stuck together.
Oh.
Okay, this is a Sentai trope. Come
on.
Oh
no, it's this episode.
This is some Sentai bullshit.
They got Chinese finger trapped.
Like, you don't do this sort of plot in Rider. This is Sentai's
Look at Honto's fucking face.
Oh no, he does not like that he's stuck to Rakia like that.
Oh my god. No, you know what? I'm fully on board. This is gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be funny as shit.
You got your chocolate in my peanut butter!
You got peanut butter in my chocolate!
You got my pudding in your chocolate!
Yo, peanut butter pudding?
No. No.
Give me it.
No.
Pudding butter? What the fuck?
That's the title of the episode.
He lets Valen do his drop kick on the Grenade. That's amazing. That's so cool.
Incoming fusion form.
Chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had snack pack pudding that was a cinnamon bun. It was actually pretty good. Like the top layer was icing, and then the bottom part of the pudding was the cinnamon bun. It was good.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be funny.
Great episode.
Engage. Okay. So
Garyudo's so cool. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, like, okay, first off, I have to say, because like I saw the review for the Tegajun, and I love that, like, instead of clapping with it, you fucking like cock it like a gun, and it makes like the
Okay. I was so on board with everything happening here until you watch him cock his fucking finger on it, and I'm like, no, God damn it.
I love it.
This was so almost cool. So much better than the clap your hands bullshit, and then he cocked his fucking finger.
Clap, 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 clap.
God, we were so close.
You know what, Ichi? For my birthday this year, you're getting me the Tegajun.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. No, this looks so... And then it like gives off like a nice, cool, like someone playing piano really elegantly, and it's like, oh man. Like I wasn't expecting that, but I was like, I welcome this. This is cool. Oh yeah, so confirmed. I guess Megaru isn't dead.
Hard to say, actually.
Well, like they're taking him away, so I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, he like carried him off, but that doesn't confirm if he's alive or dead. Like he could just be carrying his dead body. I
don't think he's dead. I think we're gonna see him again later. Because like, okay, obviously this guy's been like he's a Sentai, like he's a ring hunter, so he's been hunting down like all the other rival Reds and stuff. But obviously, like they're gonna defeat him at some point. They're gonna get all the rings back, and then they're gonna like bring back all these like characters who were rival Reds, and they'll probably like team up. So like we're gonna have the Gozyugers fucking team up with like all the rival Reds, and it's gonna be fucking sick. Watch it.
That's the kind of shit you usually say for like a movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be like some legendary war shit. That's gonna be cool.
That's how they're gonna end the series.
Yeah, maybe.
With all the Reds uniting, that'd be cool.
But yeah, so we get a quick flashback showing that he has previously murdered Akaninja, Gosei Red, and Spade Ace.
Yes, he was shot through the chest, but it did go through him, so there was an exit wound. So you can survive that when you get shot, and people have survived shots to the chest before.
I really like the Akibarangers one, where he defeats the shadow clone. He jumps up behind him. He's like, "Yeah, nice try."
But yeah, so basically, after the opening bit where Garyudo takes Meguru and leaves, we cut back to the No One world, where apparently Bouquet has apparently stopped fanboying over Rikuo long enough to fix King Candler. And
she's going through some stuff right now.
As Garyudo walks into the place, Tegajun finally wakes up and starts actually speaking. And then apparently no one else in No One world has previously known who Garyudo is.
Yeah.
Or at least Candle doesn't know him. But I guess that's just the show's way of like introducing him to the narrative.
Oh no, Fire Candle's great.
I love him.
No, he's great. He's got like I gotta give him mad respect that he wanted to fight Gozu Wolf like so badly, and then when Gozu Wolf was kind of going through his thing, he just goes, "No, this isn't how I wanted, how I fought you before. I don't like you like this. Nah, I'm out of here."
Although I
play shit together.
I do want to point out a lot of the questions raised back in episode 1 still have nowhere near the amount of answers we need. There was a lot of talk back in episode 1 of like, this is the world we created, and I'm the number one savior of the world. Like, none of the shit he was doing lined up with what he was saying, and we still have no answers for any of those questions. Also, something else I wanted to talk about, just about like the show in general. Also, since episode 1, Tega's sword is like the god of this contest and of the Gozyuger's power sets. He hasn't talked to them at all since like episode 1. He's just let them do all of this stupid shit they did, including that bit where Hoeru was living in him for a brief period. And despite being some sort of god enough to just like be stronger than all of the previous Megazords, he's just like been largely a non-character in the show since episode 1.
That's okay.
And I'm wondering if there's a reason for that.
Gods are usually silent. You never actually hear from them.
That might be a factor. That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah. Now, one thing I'm surprised. They did the whole like brother reveal thing like instantly. I was not expecting. I was like, oh, we're not gonna like pad this out for a bit?
Yeah,
like, okay.
This kind of trope usually gives it a few episodes before we reveal who he is.
And turns out he's a fucking asshole.
And the president of an AI company.
Yeah, they found out we found out he's like the president of an AI company, and I was like, oh no, that's not good.
Huon AI Concern.
Oh yeah, and you can see the X's and O's thing, so like definitely there's some tic-tac-toe shit going on here. Also, can I just I don't know if this was intentional or not, but when he shows up and reveals that he's his long-lost brother to Hoeru, did anyone else feel like Hoeru kind of underreacted?
Yeah.
If you have a brother that you lose for 10 years and he suddenly walks through the door, are you not going to freak the fuck out?
I'm not a fan of this reveal.
It feels way too early. And
yeah, too rushed.
Definitely way too early.
I definitely have noticed that some people think that this might not be real, that he might not actually be his brother.
Might be a fake out.
Yeah. It's an AI!
What if he's an AI?
He's an AI of his brother, pretending to be his brother.
And his real brother's like maybe the real Six Ranger coming down the line.
Horu's actor is bad at acting. In other news, water makes things wet.
Well, yeah. Okay, it's not he's bad at acting. It's just like that the way his character is just like he has no wish, he has no motivation for anything. He's just kind of him. That's how he is.
The thing is, I don't enjoy Hoeru as a character enough for the character writing to be enough reason to forgive the bad acting.
Well, it killed me. Like, I wish we could show the gif of this because it's so funny. But when he was fucking running down those stairs, just clapping the Deku sword,
that was the funniest shit. Like, we gotta skip this.
I fucking just no, please. That shit was funny, and the fucking howl he gave off, like that was like some hentai common shit. Like, oh, I hope he continues to do that howl like once in a while because it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Oh no, I know the GIF exists somewhere. I've seen it on Twitter many times, but we can't post GIFs during the
post
recording.
GIFs here.
But like this face and just him just rapid fire clapping the Tegosaur, the funniest shit ever.
Yep.
I love it. It's so good.
So apparently the brother's actual name was Tono Hisamitsu, but he has now decided his name is Kuon.
Yeah,
and,
let's head into a future where AI's reality. Like, yeah, so his job is his company is he wants to use AI to make people's wishes come true. And I'm just sitting there like, none of that shit.
Yeah, this won't end well.
No thanks. No thank you. I like that companies and stuff are actually starting to make fun of AI now, which is good.
I just don't like this.
I get it, man. I totally see where you're coming from.
It's one of those things where it's like, what's one of the big pet peeves right now? AI thing.
Let's make a villain about AI.
Yeah, let's make a villain about AI. It's like you're not being clever. You're making your show dated in like 10 years.
Yeah, we already had AI being an evil threat in things in the past. Terminator, The Matrix,
01.
01, yeah. So,
and again, I'm also just turned off by the whole brother reveal early thing.
Yeah,
if it's a cop out,
I feel that.
If it's a cop out, okay. But you guys know how I've said this before in Sentai's past, or the Sentais that we talked about in the past. I like when the show has at least 10 to like 12 episodes where it's just the main cast. We get to learn more about them. We get like an episode or two to each member.
Okay, Gar, I have a question for you.
Then you can start developing like more characters.
How in Zyuranger, how long was like Barai evil before he like joined the Zyurangers?
6 episodes.
Okay, yeah. So
we'll see where we are in 6 episodes.
And like, when did you find out that it was his brother?
Literally the next episode.
Oh no! Okay, well, maybe that's what they're trying to do. Like, oh, he shot the Tyranno Ranger, and it's like, oh,
and he's the brother. Oh.
But yeah, and then like later on, like he's trying to convince Hoeru. It's like he's like, you don't need to be on a team. Like, you can join me, and like we'll do stuff together like we used to back when we were kids.
And you know, 7 brings up a thing. It's like, you know, a lot of people may know Hoeru's past in the one world. It might be a manipulation thing, which is true. It could be that. I don't know. I'm not ready for this storyline yet.
No, it definitely is like Wolf's like development episode, because next episode we literally see he gets his personal weapons. So.
Yeah, I feel like this episode and next episode are meant to be absorbed together. It feels like not exactly a two-parter, but like very similar to a two-parter.
I mean, it's like the thing that I showed you guys like earlier this week, in which I'm gonna reshare it. It's like. There we go. It's like a little web comic thing. I just posted. Yeah, I posted in the right chat. Just had to load quickly. It's like, you know, the process of making like a tokusatsu show, and you know, like they probably saw the weapon, like the new toys that are coming out, so they have to work it into like a story, or work it into the story. I mean,
yeah.
That scene where the two of them are talking while the wind's blowing, I saw someone post some interesting trivia that apparently it was so windy when they were filming that they had to dub over the scene instead of use the actual audio.
Damn.
No, that's common.
No, it's
pretty common for.
I'm sorry, I used that joke again.
Oh yeah, because if you've ever seen like vlogging channels and stuff like that, when they're like vlogging and stuff like that, it's real time and it's windy, you can hear the wind in the background.
They filmed in Futo.
You are empty. But yeah, no, he's trying to like be like all brotherly and stuff, and then like literally in the same episode he just like shits all over. He's like, I've never cared about you, you're fucking garbage, trash, and like just convinces him to like fight against his teammates, which like obviously they do, but he's like I know we're supposed to Gozyugers aren't supposed to fight, not like this. Not like this. So Goji Wolf is edgy from us? No!
Or that he lost the Desire Grand Prix.
Yeah, you're damaged goods for life. Yeah,
That's
so like
fucking harsh.
He's traumatizing him like so hard, and I'm like, bro.
I was wondering where Cell went.
But yeah, then we get to see the Garyudo Henshin after that, which
pretty cool.
It's cool, but I hope we get to see a stock Henshin version.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But anyways, like as silly as it looks, I love the whole just like gun cocking thing, stroking like the faker and stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
I like the voice on this.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's like Garude. It's it.
Garude.
And Gar mentioned this in our shared messenger chat earlier, but the most interesting thing about the Tega June is that the voice on it pronounces the names in like an English/Western like dialect, like it says Gozyuger and Ninja.
Yeah. Instead of saying like Goseja, it's Gozyuger.
Okay, so can this thing scan like every Sentai ring or only a select few?
I don't think.
I have no idea why it would do some and not all of them.
It probably does them all.
So okay, then it can do all the Sentai rings. That's sick.
That does make me want it more.
Yeah, that's okay. The gun is American. That makes so much sense.
The gun is American.
Oh.
That makes way too much sense. Holy shit, Blaze, you're onto something here.
Ninja Steel, Mega Force.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna finger bang you. That's all I'll do.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, I made that joke last week.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I guess he has like decade powers where like, he can change he makes like clones of the Rangers.
It's like the end and then decade powers, kind of, where he summons them first. They fire their guns a bunch, and then he shoots them and turns them into their own swords, which he then wields. I like the variety and the utility in that power set.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like, I don't feel like fighting today. You fight him. I changed my mind. I'll fight.
Bosco and Stacy want their gimmicks back. Yeah, he's like Bosco and Stacy, just like
And then that bit where he lodges the thing into a pillar to do the Hisatsu was rad as fuck.
Oh yeah. No, Garude's pretty fucking cool.
Instead of this might tickle a bit, this will hurt a lot.
A lot.
I mean, it looks like they're in literal pain.
Yeah. And yeah, we get round 2 of Tegasword Red versus King Candler, which is unfulfilling.
Honestly, it was a blink and you miss it.
His sword was on fire for way too long. You could actually start to see it like burning up because it's just like a fiery prop.
You can see shit melting on the edges of it.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're going the extra mile and making the sword literally on fire.
Yeah, we talked about that
like...
the first time they did it. That was very cool.
Oh, it's like a candle. That's right.
Yeah.
Make a wish.
His whole shtick is fire. His name's Fire Candler.
I wish he had like a helmet on that was like a candle.
Oh, that'd be cool if he got like a Sentai-like form.
Yeah, it gets like a monster form that looks like a candle. I think that I kind of actually hope they do end up having. I feel like they didn't want to give them monster forms because they want them to be more expressive. So, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like if they're gonna be more expressive in the cockpit, you want to have like,
might
as well have actually to bounce off of.
This shot too, where it's like circling around them, but then you have like close-up shots of them at the same time. That was sick.
Yeah, I like that.
It was almost sick until you see that the Green Ranger is not timed right.
Damn.
Like I saw that, I'm like, oh, You guys didn't match it with what you filmed.
But yeah, freaking Hoeru was just like, oh, I'm not a Gozyuger anymore, and I'm just sitting there like, we'll see about that.
Here's the thing,
see you next episode.
This part confused me a lot because like over the course of the episode he gets like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not hypnotized, but like propaganded by his brother. Manipulated.
Yeah.
Persuaded.
Gaslighted.
What's that word I used to describe the theory in Mass Effect? I can't remember what that word was.
Indoctrination?
Yes, he gets indoctrinated by Kuon. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So he like starts fighting the other Gozyugers, and then he has this battle with Candle where it's unfulfilling. And then he goes back to the scene where he just decides to quit, and I'm like, I don't understand how he got from A to B. I don't understand why he suddenly decided to quit.
It's like they went through like 3-4 episodes worth of like writing and plot and just squished it all into one episode. And I'm just like,
yeah.
We're going through this way too fast.
And it's like why are they doing all this? See, it's the preview. Oh, I see.
New weapon in Megazord form next episode.
Yeah.
Gozyuger, I like you a lot. I really, really do. But like, slow down. You're like, what, 9-10 episodes in? 8. Slow down.
This is episode 8.
Yeah, slow down.
Slow down and smell the ring sweat.
We shouldn't have got this guy, honestly, probably till like the 10th episode.
No, I think Garyudo debuting is fine, but the reveal of his personality and this whole indoctrination bullshit could have waited.
Maybe they'll make up for it later, but like we'll see. But for now, I'm just like, it's too rushed, man.
I will say that shot of Deca Claw does go hard with the red crescent moon. Doesn't make up for how stupid the form looks.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. Do you know why? It's because like the extra wolf head on top of the normal head. Like, just look. Oh, I like it.
Like, I get it. He's wearing a wolf pelt, but like,
yeah.
So what?
But it's like it's too big on him.
I love that everyone's like losing it over like, oh, signature weapon, oh, new form. Me. Oh man, look how nice that dingy red suit looks.
Oh, dude, the Spade Ace suit, man, that's so good.
Yeah,
also, I guess that confirms that he has the Akibaranger and the Denji Man rings as well.
Mm-hmm.
Akibaranger, good stuff. Yeah, no, Decker. Like I said, this suit slaps, man.
If I had to pick one thing to complain about the Garyudo suit, it's the bit on like his belt. It has bits on it that look like a screen and buttons, but they're not.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a phone.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or like a Digimon device of some sort.
But yeah, no, Ichi, for my birthday, you're getting me a freaking Tegajun. I want it. It's so cool. Yeah, hell yeah.
There's just not enough going on in the waist. Like you got the legs, you got the shoulders, you got the arms. The waist feels empty.
Hell,
to do like more like trick shots, I guess.
I saw it on Twitter. Someone made like fan edits of like if he transformed into like Reds, and like they have like the chest and shoulder armor over it.
Oh yeah,
looks sick, dude. I wish they did that.
One other thing I think they could do is like, you know, you see all these bandoliers he's got on his arms and under the waist.
Actual Sentai rings.
Replace those with the rings he has.
Maybe they will over time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would explain where he's just like, oh, here's one ring, here's another. It's like, dude, where are you getting those?
Like, I get like those are supposed to be placeholders for the rings you're collecting, but like you have some, so where are they?
Yeah. Do like what they did with Eternal. Eternal had like all the Maximum Drive slots with the memories in them.
You know what? Yeah, just gonna say, don't like the gun on the head.
I like it.
I've gotten used to it because I understand what they're going with and I'm just like, okay, it's like an attachment because it's like attached to like the eyepiece that's over his helmet. So like,
I don't understand why it is there like the way it is, but I just like it.
Anyways, it's a cool suit. I like the Tegajun. I like it's a gun, like a finger gun. It's great.
Someone edited Hoeru and Kuon doing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that's great.
Sponsored by Kuon AI Kanzan. X goes in, O goes out. That's what Kuon AI Kanzan is all about.
Well, I just think about Hollywood Squares all the time.
Mm.
When I see tic-tac-toe.
Oh yeah, Kuon won this game.
Damn.
Oh, he did.
It's
AI generated. He won.
Is this the new Zaya?
Oh god.
We'll see how far they go, how much of Kuon's company they show.
Yo, Garyudo versus Thouser. Let's see it.
Oh, fun.
Since his name's... Oh, yeah, Tega June, like, the queen says, like, she's waiting for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she finally like wakes up and starts speaking, and she like acknowledges Garyudo, and it's like, wait, why is she like talking to him but not to us?
How come you talk to him, but all you do is blow your whistle at me?
It's because you guys all suck compared to him.
Ooh.
You don't have his fancy suit like he does.
Step aside, side characters.
Yeah, it's like, I'm waiting for my husband. It's like, it's a Tega sword, isn't it?
Yeah.
We established this already. They're the left hand and the right hand.
No, they're both right hands. Tegajun and Tegasword are both right hands.
No, I know.
It would have made way more sense if the Tegajun was the left hand.
Yes, that's what I've been saying, dude. It should have been the left hand. It would have made so much more sense.
Which one of them has custody of the kids? I think we can say Tegajun does because the no ones are already there, whereas the Tegasword separated and then went and adopted 5 other kids.
Oh yeah, Tegasword. Yeah, he's like, meet my kids.
But yeah, a lot of people are guessing that when the 6th Ranger shows up, he will use the left-hand changer.
I have my own god. What?
Yeah, he just starts, I'm my own Tega religion.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Anyways, Gozyuger, I still like you. Slow down.
We can still course correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we...
The Tega fights! Please no! Please no!
Oh god!
I use my Tega brain on
Whatever you do, Super Sentai, do not show Tega feet!
Don't make a changer that uses your foot.
No! Please no!
Oh god.
The Tega. It's a Tega sword inside my Tega sword.
For half a second, I thought you were going to say the Tega Tenga.
Oh, imagine they get like a power-up attachment that's something that goes over the Tegasword blade. Like, that'd be fucking sick.
The Tega sword.
Yeah, the Tegasword. There you go.
You hold the sword in the Tega sword.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Not
the Tega dick. Come on.
Oh my god. We need to move on.
Alright, Akiba Ranger.
So, I need to point out something that blew my fucking mind. While I was looking up some of the references that were in these episodes, I discovered something that I don't think I knew beforehand.
Oh?
Malshina's name is not spelled the way we think it is.
Oh?
Her name is Maru Shi-na. Maru, circle, Shi, the letter C. It's the copyright C. Her name is Copyright C-na. That's how it's spelled on the wiki.
What the fuck?
Because she's a copyrighted character.
Oh. Wow.
Marushi-na. It's literally spelled Copyright C-N-A. That blew my fucking mind.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay, so episode 7 starts with Malshina finally breaking out into reality, and over the course of these episodes, we get closer and closer to finding out what their scheme is. But we'll talk about that when we get it. Yes, that's how her name is apparently spelled.
What the fuck? Amazing. All right, that's cool. Well, anyways, Hakase is being like very uncooperative, and she's keeping a lot of shit to herself. Like, I get why she is, but like, she really should be like open with the team.
It was so entertaining to find out that like anytime they fight, apparently she hasn't been looking at video of them. It's only been audio communication, so she has no idea what their suits even look like.
That was so funny. Like, this show is so fucking good at like revealing like actual like shit in reality. It's so funny. I love it.
They got they got Yellow to like do the drawings. It's like
Yeah. Pretty good drawings too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get this scene where Mitsuki and Yumeria cosplay the main characters of the Aoi anime and perform a scene from it.
Yeah.
And you might have noticed that there's some guy in the corner mouthing the scene along with them. I looked it up. That is Keiichi Sato, the Akiba Ranger character designer.
Oh.
What else has he done?
Also, I'm pretty sure that guard in the Toei building was probably a cameo too.
Probably a suit actor.
I forgot to look up who that was, but yeah, probably. So Malshina tells the Akiba Rangers that
copyright nah.
Yeah, sorry. She tells them that she's starting up an evil cafe base of her own to lure them out. And then suddenly Akiba is overcome by vampires, but it was just a ploy to get them to henshin. As we see, the vampires were just paid actors.
Yeah.
What?
So Malshina is now baiting the Akiba Rangers to not only henshin and get into the Delusion world, but break down the barriers between the worlds. Also, the Mooks can talk. Or at least that one that talks because he's being parasited by Yoyogi Tsujiboki Hashirigumo.
Oh my god.
I noticed that song played, yeah.
As they're running.
The fucking sports mooks.
I forgot it like turned into like a giant spider at some point.
I like that they try to do the roll call, but then it's like, wait. Where's Malshina?
Yep.
Oh.
It was surreal seeing them like end up getting transported to like the real world, and then like they're in their Akiba Ranger outfits, but then they turn the camera to like towards themselves, experiencing the delusion in real time. Like I was like, ah!
So it's essentially VR.
Yeah. I think my favorite bit was like they start like powering up their delusion and they like dissolve the city that they're in, and now they're just like in the grid from Tron.
But like it makes sense that like Hakusei can't see what they're doing because all this shit's going on in their heads. Like all the Moe Boy Zakun does is just like they all experience it, just tags them like together in a delusion.
Sure,
so
but
just, like, imagining the same shit.
Sure, but if this thing has the ability to project this delusional world inside of their heads, it stands to reason that it could produce a video feed.
Also, they add an interesting thing where it's like, oh, do we know who like Aoi-chan's like VA is? No one knows who she is. She keeps her like life very private.
Gee, I fucking wonder.
No, I gotta say, like when we talked about the reveal in episode 9, I forgot that entirely. So
I don't know if it's because I've seen the show already, but I immediately remembered what that twist was.
No, I forgot. I was like, yo, who is it? Did we find out?
No, I remember that twist, but I was more thinking like, you know, I'm hearing the Sentai music in the cafe, and I see the Daiju on the table. I'm like,
yep.
I just look at my Dino Megazord on my desk right now. He's been on my desk for like 2 weeks now. Like, why can't mine look like that one? You know, the Japanese stickers.
So they're fighting this parasite spider thing, and then they steal and he eats the Zakuns because they can't return to reality without them. And then we get this fucking chase sequence, which was pretty fun.
Also, apparently Malshina hijacks the communication.
Yep, and the eye catches.
That too. And
then like
that's what Gozyuger's missing. Eye catchers.
Oh, there you go. One of the bits that made me laugh was as Yoyogi is like running away from them, at one point he just goes Henshin, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna get like a real monster form? No, he gets a bike. He just gets on a real ass bike and keeps going.
I mean, to be fair, Kamen Riders say Henshin, and they got a bike.
It's not the same thing.
We should keep doing eye catchers. They're funny and great.
But yeah, so they get in Machine Itasha and chase down the spider, and then like the city breaks away into this like bear code world, and we do see the monster's true giant fucking spider form, and it's like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
You're just a fucking clown.
I like that. I like when they get into the real world, like Sayaka's there, and she's like, oh, are they doing like a movie promotion? she's so like innocent with like all her reactions. It's adorable.
I just feel sad for Akagi because she only refers to him as Pocono-san. Like
yeah,
that's like
imagine
like
the woman.
Walmart.
Imagine the woman you love referring to instead of your name, the name of the company you work for.
Oh,
how demoralizing would that be?
Walmart employee.
Oh, you're that Walmart employee. I always look like, oh.
I'll admit, in my fanfic, they ended up together and they have a son.
It's like in the Blue Beetle movie. It's like in the Blue Beetle movie where like Susan Sarandon's character keeps calling like that one character like a different name, and he's just like, "That's not my name." He's just being super racist about it.
Mr. Unemployed.
So yeah, they break into reality as their Akiba Ranger selves and fight for a bit. We get that awesome scene where they just steal a random street sign and turn it into a fucking gun.
That was cool, though. I love that.
Yeah, and it establishes an interesting precedent that, like, the power of their delusions, they can just take whatever the fuck's around and weaponize it.
Hell yeah.
So it's Scott Pilgrim logic. Anything can be a gun.
Exactly.
Or anything can be a weapon, I mean.
So yeah, after that, they're super excited that they now have the potential to become real heroes, which is going to be the focus of the next arc. But then we get this bit where like Malshina just doesn't do anything for a while, and we see them just like going back to their normal jobs. And what I wanted to highlight about this scene was the fact that we see Yumeria's real life self, like out of cosplay, as in her day job as an office lady, and she's fucking adorable.
Oh yeah, no, super adorable. But like, it makes sense that like when she's at home or whatever, like she's not cosplaying. So
unless that is also a cosplay.
No, because if you remember in season 2, we see her outside of the cosplay, and she's just like a normal woman.
Yeah, she said she was an office lady, so yeah.
Also, she looks at a picture of her and her mom, and she has like a moment. I was like, oh.
It took me a sec to remember that was her and her mom. For half a sec, I was like, does she have a sister?
Yeah, Riku Matsumoto. That was fucking Midoriya. That was amazing.
Speaking of major voice actors, can we talk about Dr. K quickly?
Dr. Zed?
Oh yeah, sorry, Dr. Zed. Dr. K is from RPM.
I heard that voice and I was just like, hi, Frankie.
It's motherfucking Kazuki Yao, one of the greatest voice actors.
It's Frankie.
It's Ninja Man.
Yep. He's having the time of his life too.
I hope he's enjoying Is he retired or is he just
no?
He stepped back from the Frankie role specifically.
Yeah, he retired from being Frankie.
Okay, but I kind of hope they just get him for like the last episode.
Yeah, now Vice's VA is Frankie, and he's okay because he just sounds generic.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of disappointing.
But just real quick, so episode 7 ends with Yumeria in her new like Seifuku samurai looking cosplay, which was weird. And it ends with them getting a phone call from quote unquote Toei producer Tsukada.
John Toei?
yeah, they got a call from John Toei.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you guys at Sentai would like to become official, and I'm sorry, we have no affiliation with that stuff.
Nani?
Say, we needed that.
Oh yeah, they're really good at like they shrug it off and then they're just like, eh.
The delayed reaction bit.
I always love that.
I love at the end of episode 7. One of the waitresses that works at the cafe, she freaking flings cereal or something in that direction. It's like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna land on. They proceed to cut it from the episode.
Yeah, then the scene happens again in episode 8, but without that. Also, episode 8 opens with the anime opening to the Aoi anime.
And like, I'm watching this opening and I'm just sitting there being like, they really should have made like a couple episodes of this.
I'm shocked they didn't.
Yeah, I would have watched it.
You know what? It's probably on the Blu-ray release. Like, you go on the Blu-ray release, there'll probably be like a clean rip of the opening. probably.
Oh yeah,
bits
no,
in there as
the
well.
opening is on the album. I have the album, and it has like the the actual Akiba Ranger openings, the Machine Tasha song, and the Aoi anime opening theme song.
Ooh.
So yeah, that is on the albums.
All the characters look cool too.
They were
There
was that one
Gear vibe.
Yeah, kind of. There was that one bit where they were looking at like the production drawings for the Aoi anime. Actually, no, it was in the opening. In the anime opening, we see what I can only describe as a hint to the evil Moe Moe Zakun that happens way later. You know what I mean? There's that one shot of the villain from the anime, and she's got bits on her that look like the Moe Moe Zakun.
Also, I love the like amount of attempts that Hakusei takes to like seal away the Moe Moe Zakun. She opens a secret door and then like opens another door and then opens the safe, puts them in the safe, locks the door behind another door, and then puts like a passcode in it just so no one can get in. That was like, wow.
That was in episode 9, but yeah. Also, the passcode that she put into the door, 891227, that is the birthday of her actress, Maya Uchida.
Oh, cool.
Because I was wondering about that. I'm like, is that an important date in Sentai history? Nah, it's just her birthday.
Also, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention. There was a Go Ranger reference in the Gozyuger episode.
Oh yeah.
When Garyudo was, when Ryudo was slamming his weapon into the pillar.
Oh.
Said 75 on it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I did like that. Like, I want to quickly. Sorry, I forgot that shot. But yeah, like he like braces his like Hisots with the fucking wall. That was cool.
I mentioned it. I talked about like when he propped when he locked his gun into the pillar for the Hisatsu.
Yeah, because that's what you want to do when you like fire a thing like that. You want to like brace yourself. So that's cool.
So yeah, episode 8. They get the phone call from quote unquote Tsukapi, who Hiroyo denies, and then they just decide, fuck it, we'll go to Toei anyway. Where they promptly get kicked out by security.
Yeah, it's not going to work again, you guys. Also, the boss shows up from the deliveries.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the fucking hiding in like Akagi's face when he's just like peering over the counter. He's like, oh my god, I'm looking at fired. It's as you can tell, he's slacking off from work.
Yep.
Wow.
There was that one bit where they're like sitting and being sad about getting kicked out, and they're like, oh no, if we stay too inactive, they'll do a tele-op chance. Well, they'll advertise a different show. Pretty sure it happened seconds before they mentioned it.
Quick, what should we do? I know. We'll go into the dimensional world, find a monster, and bring it to the real world. Why did we find the worst monster?
We get Tsukishima Alpaca with the power of Hot Monja. Oh my god.
I felt so bad for all those people being affected by it. I was like, that looks painful.
Fun fact, that one shot where they're in the street and there's a bunch of people getting like hit with the Hot Monja, the two people in the front of the crowd are Momoi Haruko and Yamagata Yukio, the singers of the theme song.
I thought the older guy looked familiar. That's cool.
She also makes a cameo in season 2.
Yep. Toei has sent her assassins.
Oh, I like those mini Zio specials. Gates.
So they make the alpaca do a bunch of training.
The alpaca monster.
They fully go into like bullying / inspiring mode, so that the alpaca will get stronger, so that they can like up their tension and break into reality again. And like they go through this whole fucking shtick of like reenacting like training tropes from various episodes of various Sentais.
I like the first one's like from Changeman, where it's a very heavily military focus.
Meanwhile, Melchina's standing outside waiting for them to break through, smoking so many cigarettes that she gets arrested.
Yeah. She's like, what the fuck's taking these guys so long? And eventually, like, Yellow ends up, like, caring for the alpaca monster, and they're like Akagi's like, oh no, it's the trait where, like, the
trope where we fall
bond
in love
with the monster. It reminded me of that Boon Boonja episode where Joe befriended the dino skeleton monster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Gar, like you watched all the Sentai shows previously, so like when Akagi's like talking about all the different like training sections, like how intense were those training episodes?
The first one where they did Changeman was definitely like that was done to find like the best people that were qualified to be Changeman. To the point where the mentor of that show is most iconic for being in a helicopter, holding a gun, and shooting at them while they're running.
I did notice one of the flashback scenes showed some dude with a gun.
Yeah, that was the mentor from Changeman.
So what was the narrative significance of going to a fucking water ride in a theme park?
That was in Gozyuger, which I'll be fully honest, Gozyuger feels like a fever dream because I marathoned that show in a week.
Damn.
I recognized the theme song when it played, at least.
Oh yeah, it was the G3 ending.
Yeah.
Engine number 3. Fun fact: one of the training montages was actually from a crossover movie. Oh. It was, I believe, it was the Car Ranger versus O Ranger one.
Fun.
Cool. Yeah, I remember like they mentioned like their first things they ever watched, and like Yellow was just like, my first one was the Gozyuger movie, and I'm like, oh.
I was like, oh, I think I saw that one.
That was the Christmas World. I loved Christmas World.
But yeah, so despite the fact that Alpaca is apparently like secretly actually planning to murder them with its trickery, it's like, haha, now that they like me, they won't fight me. But then they're like, no, you're right. We should fight full force. Nani?
What?
And they combine their like signature weapons.
They put a lot of detail in the alpaca monster too. Like its face was very expressive. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And I love that like when they do their roll call, like Yellow literally goes, I forgot where I was in the story, so I'm just gonna say some shit. Roll call.
The explosion behind her.
Oh man. I noticed that one of the people that Hakase met with, I forget the dude's name, but he was the guy who played Bishop and Kiva and all of the dojis from Hibiki.
Oh.
You know the dude.
Also Toei, we get it. There's a new Gavv movie coming out at the time. You don't need to keep plastering the space sheriffs in the background.
Actually, while I was looking up info for the references I picked up on, I noticed something in the trivia notes. Apparently, Akiba Ranger is set in a world where Kamen Rider didn't continue going and Metal Hero was way more of a thing. So that's why there's Gavv posters all over.
Oh, amazing. So Metal Hero succeeded where Rider did not.
Yeah.
Amazing. Gar's like, I want to live in that world.
No, I'm more
I want to be in that delusion.
I'm just more thinking like that's just crazy to think that there's no Kamen Rider in that. So there's no Heisei series. It's just been Metal Hero and Sentai.
I guess.
Damn.
But what about Ultraman?
We'll deal with him later. I think he's like a
So wait, so for Superhero Tyson, was it just Sentai versus Metal Hero? That would actually be
The
kind of
Space Squad series succeeded.
Oh damn it! Now I definitely want to be in that world.
Yeah, man. No Forza, unfortunately. That's a shame.
No. The concept of Forza becomes a Metal Hero show.
So what? Go Busters was airing during this, right?
Yep, it was airing concurrently.
Concurrently, yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so we discovered that apparently Malshina was a prototype design for the villain character in the Aoi anime, and was designed by Hakase's father, Tsuzuki Takehiro, who is definitely not the as-looking hobo-ass motherfucker wandering around through these episodes.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, I know who you are.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
And to clarify, yes, I'm referencing Az from Pokemon.
Yes.
So yeah, they break through into reality, and like the crowd starts gathering around them, and they're like, oh, we need to take this opportunity to promote ourselves. And my immediate thought was, do the roll call again, you morons. But they don't.
No, and Yellow like gives everyone like her cosplay business card, and I'm like, amazing. Mm-hmm. You're not even promoting the Akiba Rangers. You're just promoting yourself.
I thought that she had like done up like Akiba Ranger promo business cards, but then we see that and no, it's just for Yumeria. I'm like, a fucking course not.
No, she's gonna only promote herself.
It's called Bob's Burgers. Why didn't you promote the shop? I only know you as Dad. I don't think of the shop name.
So the Akiba Rangers summoned the 3 weapons they have and combine them into a fucking cannon for the first time.
Can you do that? Can you do that with the figure arts voice? Oh, that's cool.
With the figure arts.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And my immediate thought as they fire the cannon at the monster is, there's a crowd of people behind him, you morons! What if you missed?
Well, don't worry, it's Sentai tropes. As soon as it hits the first target, like as long as it hits the right target, nothing else will explode behind it.
But we're not in the delusion world right now!
Oh shit. Just entire building just explodes.
You could have murdered many innocents! And no one mentions it!
Nah.
Like the Tokuger crossover. The characters do their roll call, the explosion goes off, and the Tokugers go flying. Like, what was that?
So, the cops show up and the Akiba Rangers bail.
Oh shit, real cops. Nope.
Yeah, you see this one police officer and they're like, oh fuck, that was quick.
Jeez, it, the fuzz. And
didn't I think we're cosplayers?
And episode 8 ends with us seeing that the weird hobo in the disguise is definitely working with Malshina.
Yep.
So episode 9 opens with... Sorry.
Oh, that's it. Just probably got a quickie as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
So episode 9 opens with Yumeria now wearing this bee girl cosplay, which is kind of cute.
I noticed her little like purse. That was a fucking wuzzle.
I knew it.
It was a wuzzle purse. That was the bee lion or whatever.
Oh man.
I was like, I see you, wuzzle.
So yeah,
Hiroyo
Hakase takes back the Zakuns and declares them disbanded and locks them up in the safe.
And these are going back into Toei's headquarters.
And I love that Nobuo is just like, oh, this is terrible. I don't even know what reference to make.
Do I make a Go-Go 5 reference or do I make a Die Ranger reference?
And then like Yumeria and Mitsuki are like, well, we're gonna go back to our normal holidays. Yeah. And then Nobuo like unbends her head with like a crack sound, like, stop it.
Yeah, that was her purse. I was like, that's a wuzzle.
I thought it was something, but I didn't care enough to look into it.
I had to rewind and like freeze frame, and I was just like, no, it's a fucking wuzzle
that
purse.
Looks like a bootleg Care Bear.
It's Bumble Lion.
Oh,
he's a bumblebee and a lion.
Bumble
Lion.
Yeah, Bumble
It was
Lion.
essentially a Care Bear ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quote unquote Suka.
Cosp.
Yeah. So yes, Suka P quote unquote calls Yumeria, and by this point we know that it's Malshina pretending. And is despite the fact that they can't transform currently, Akagi agrees to meet up. And you were saying?
Nobuo cosplays as everyone's cheap ass Ranger cosplay for Power Morphicon.
You know what? I have to give it to him though. Like that costume was impressive.
It was not bad for assumedly an amateur.
Some kids are like, "You're fucking lame." He's like, "Fuck you."
I love you hear his mother in the background just like, what are you doing? It's like, don't worry, Mom, I'm busy. It's like, all right, we've established he still lives at home.
Oh yeah, he's a 29-year-old otaku living with his parents.
Yeah. My immediate thought to that scene is, why didn't you ask Yumeria, the cosplayer, for help?
Nah. Wait until episode 13.
Yeah. So, Takahiro tears into the safe and steals the Zakuns and hands them back to the team.
Very violently steals them, I might add.
Like he literally clawed that fucking door open.
There was giant claw marks on that door, and I was like, "What did you do?
What didn't he do?"
Damn.
So like Nobu's running around like, I need a delusion right now. I don't care who it is. I'll take the fucking alpaca again.
It's the alpaca's older brother, and he's like, perfect!
I'm Asakusa Alpaca, his brother! I don't care, let's fight!
Hey, can you tell this show had like a small budget?
Yeah, the only difference about him was he had like a mouth guard on.
And the emblem on his chest was the lantern to show that it was Asakusa. They highlighted it. I saw.
He's on the rooftop just...
So apparently the forced cancellation system doesn't work at first, so Hakase literally tracks down Nobuo and tries to physically slap him out of the delusion.
And then we find out it doesn't work because it doesn't have batteries.
the batteries died.
Yeah, the batteries are dead.
That was so funny.
Oh, fuck. But didn't they say, like, if you do that too much, it's gonna, like, ruin it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is an emergency.
We don't know what that limit is yet.
Right.
But apparently, even though they get forced out of the delusion, the alpaca figures a way through the barrier anyway, which then opens up the fucking sky as the barrier between the worlds is shattered!
Oh, no.
Everyone's just probably looking like, oh, damn it, what does Yapoo want now?
God damn it.
So, of course, the Akiba Rangers try to use the Zakuns to fight back, but obviously these are not legit henshin items. They don't work in reality, stupid.
Yeah, it's only in your head.
You are a toy!
But then, of course, Akagi, through the power of being a protagonist, he, like, wills it to fucking happen, and it was so cool. It was such a badass moment for him.
That was genuinely a fun moment.
That's why Akagi's my favorite character in Akiba Ranger. He's badass.
My self-delusion is so painful that I can will this piece of shit to work!
Just for a quick story time thing. So I was working on a quick, like, little tribute to the 2010s for tokusatsu when it was, like, the end of 2019 going into 2020. And it was for Through the Fires and Flames song. And there's a moment in the song where it says, when dreams become reality. And, like, for the music video, that was going to be the shot for that lyric.
Nice.
Like Akagi running to become Akiba Red.
That's cool.
It's like, how dare you hurt my girl? I'm your girl? No. Shit.
So, Akiba Red pulls out all the weapons as he's fighting and then finishes off the alpaca with the scoper, literally crying out, Akiba old underground culture attack.
What a guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then we get the big reveal of the mysterious clawed hobo to be the leader of the evil villain faction, Dr. Zed.
Played
also Hakase's father.
Nani?
Oh, and also Hakase's the voice of Ayu-chan.
It's like, wait, really? And she literally jumps into the voice and just like, oh shit.
She's like, not now.
So, like, we'll get into it in the last 3 episodes, but what we can surmise from this is that this is all a revenge play. He's angry at Hakase because she's the voice of Aoi from the studio that removed him from the project. So he's pissed at her for working for the studio that fired him.
Yep.
Also, he was the one who originally designed the Moe Moe Zakun and Malshina and this whole spiel.
Yeah, like she saw the Malshina picture and she's like, oh no.
Oh
God, I found my father's OC waifu.
But basically what that is, yeah.
So man. It's not a quickie, it's self. I'm not even gonna finish that.
Probably best that you don't.
Virtual waifu. Yeah.
It's a sick virtual waifu.
So the next episode, we're gonna get into the deep lore and also the debut of Delunite.
Oh, Delunite, good old Delunite.
I forgot about him.
No, I can never forget about Delunite
in the show.
He's so cool.
He is so cool. He reminds me of that in Tokyuger when Tokyo Nigo had like the imaginary friend.
Rainbow Knight.
Yeah, Rainbow Knight. That's right.
The rainbow guy who was like as his brother.
Oh yeah, imagine him as like his older brother. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot what Delu Knight looked like. I remembered him, but I just forgot what he looks like. Hang on.
And yes, Delu Knight, out of all the monsters in Akiba Ranger, Delu Knight has a figure art.
Yeah.
Of course he does. No, well, you did say this was like built around the figure art line, so because Nations is like the main sponsor for this show.
You know, he kind of does look like a metal hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a villainous metal hero. He's like Bootleg.
Oh, I love Bootleg. Don't get me started about Bootleg. I love
Great
him.
Bootleg.
Who eventually got redesigned into Esteban.
He got turned gold to become Esteban.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I am. That's not. You guys ruined the perfect suit.
But yes, the plot thickens in Akiba Ranger, and the last few episodes are going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that's
right.
Castranger.
That is going to be Castranger for the week. Let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. Thank you for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit.
Yeah.
As you might expect, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger, we will be finishing Akiba April with the last 3 episodes of Akiba Ranger Season 1.
Wait, I thought there was 13 episodes of Akiba Ranger.
Are there?
Are there?
We'll get into it.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't even look at the thing, but it says
Don't
10 to
confuse
12.
me, Gar.
It
I
says
don't
10
like
to,
being confused.
it says 10 to 12 on our schedule.
I'll explain later.
Okay. Bye!
Stay unofficial.
Stay Sentai, everyone.